Kaka. Obviously, Kaka having to take that lift as level 1 is a little less scary. No potential with the Fade Bolt to make sure that he can come out on top of those trades.
Crit's found it. I watched him running around through the jungle. He couldn't find it in his jungle, but he did find that ice armor. So maybe this will be the difference maker versus that triple ranged.
I think it will.
I mean, that'll be pretty ridiculous if just an ice, you know, the ice armor itself will allow RTZ to farm versus these 3 ranged heroes. I think it still might be a little bit tough because they do. It's not only just 3 ranged heroes. It's also him getting hurt a lot by a Clinks.
Oh, Kaka. He's close to finding that one here. Fly will be able to salve up, and he's just out of range, so Kaka will not be able to cancel it. Oh, I say, he went right up, he'll miss. Fly's able to keep the salve going, gets full use of it. Kaka will just continue to chase. I mean, they can turn and look to maybe try and, or at least push Kaka away, but still, RTZ struggling to really get a look at the wave. Fly is able to hold this wave in a very optimal position for him, farming nice and safely close to his tower.
Yeah, what I meant to say before was that the Death Pact gives the minus armor. Sorry, I totally tripped over my words. But yeah, the minus armor with the triple ranged will be pretty nice to at least slightly counteract that ice armor that does come out. But we look at the lane start already. Pretty damn good start for IG because of how they have set it up. But mid, it's a heated one. And EG is pulling ahead of that one with Abed.
Is that expected, you feel, against an Warden in the 1v1?
I think you have just like a better base damage as Puck. You also have a spell that allows you to last it, and you don't have to worry about these spark rates. You have phase shift. You walk into spark rate, use phase shift to dodge it, and it's kind of just gone. And then you can make sure to tank it to make sure he doesn't get the range creep is the biggest thing. You eat it so that he doesn't get that last hit.
No, they've got the wave back in a place where RTZ will be able to hit on. Crit's on a cliff. Crit is on a cliff. He's going to TP down immediately, and in fact, RTZ's getting aggressive onto Fly, doing a fair bit of damage and coming out on top of the trades. Top lane, Ramses gets a shield off and a salve, as JT nearly able to just nuke down the Abaddon straight up.
I like this matchup for the Centaur quite a bit here. Abaddon usually able to just like trade these right clicks to zone somebody out because you get that stack built up on your Curse of Avernus, but versus Centaur, trading hits is usually not a good option as he just turns on that retaliate and will be able to just beat you down. And he has a stun, so whenever you're playing in the lane as a melee hero versus Centaur too, it's just you're gonna get stunned up and you're gonna get hit by those extra right clicks. So JT should have a very good time up top, but Ramses will, of course, even himself out, as it still will be hard to just go under a tower and pressure an Abaddon.
I mean, looking at that bottom lane now, the EG have really been able to secure it back in their favor. Now, out of the 2 of them, RTZ's farming better than Fly.
Ice armor. It's like you don't even want to trade hits with him sometimes. I saw Fly kind of going back and forth because if he hits RTZ, he actually goes down to like 240 move speed, then they get a nuke on him and he's pretty much not moving anymore on the Clinks. Now this ice armor really paying dividends. See again, JT.
I mean, you're right, RTZ, you can just step forward every time now that they've got the levels.
Yep. And they've got a lot of extra regen too. Fly has brought himself a lot down there. Looks like Crit is setting up on the mid, maybe trying to catch Emo off guard here.
TP's going to be coming in already, just in case there was that dive to be in place. Kaka makes sure that Crit cannot dive. Does mean that Fly's going to be a little more vulnerable. Just the 2 of them left now on this bottom.
Sorry, he actually goes down to 208 movement speed just when he hits RTZ. So then he gets nuked after he's pretty much 100 movement speed hero. Yeah, that's pretty strong.
And he's going to be pretty much sitting on no mana every single time, right? With those sort of slows in place, RTZ can very easily step up and burn that Clinks' mana away. So now he doesn't even have the mana for the searing arrows of harassment.
Bringing extra mangoes though, so they're just going to keep feeding him mangoes to ensure that he can at least throw out that harassment a bit. But yeah, I mean, RTZ's going to definitely just get this free farm down bottom now, and it's going to be nice for them. As it's going to be up to Crit where he decides to go with his movements. He will probably be very low level on this Doom, as ganking any lanes is pretty difficult, but when your Puck does have 6, it becomes a lot easier, and Abed has just hit 6.
Oh, he's going to go for this. Dream Code drop down, Crit's able to walk in. And with the Stampede, is he going to be able to get away? He is not. They get the kill. EG, they get the Tempest double, they get the hero itself. That's a huge amount of money going that way.
JT will at least be able to return the favor up top as he was able to bring down Ramses with that Stampede. Going for double bracer build. I actually like this quite a lot on the Centaur. Since he's in a 1v1, he doesn't need like boots or anything. He just needs to be able to stand his ground and hit him. 1500 health Centaur. That is pretty damn scary. Now he's going to have boots. He's going to have very early phase boots afterwards to continue shutting down Ramses. And ooh, Ramses can't actually get that last hit on the courier.
Emo at this point is constantly having to call in supports to be there just in case EG get aggressive between the two of them. JT will be finally forced to TP out of the lane, so a little bit of breathing room for Ramses to soak in some solo farm as the Abaddon. Every time this bottom lane, easy, he can just jump in, take the man away from Fly. Crit, can he get in range? And he can, on top of them with the scorch. Fly will be taken down. Arteezy able to get the last bit of a touch, so more gold for this farming anti-mage.
That is a pretty big concern for me. If you see your Clinks who's in your safe lane versus an anti-mage draft and you're just able to get run down like that, that is...
I mean, it just feels hard to see what this Clinks is going to be able to offer at any stage of the game. This hero it can look incredibly underwhelming.
The only thing I could see is something that they mentioned on the panel, is if he's able to get an Orchid timing versus a Puck and an anti-mage, you could see, damn, you know, an Orchid versus those two heroes would be amazing, but he's not going to get a good timing on it at all, even if he does opt to go for that type of item in this game.
And that's the thing, if he gets an Orchid, he's going to go on someone, there'll be a TP over from Ramses' shield, and suddenly he's not getting the kill. It's just so hard for IG's lineup to guarantee pickoffs like that.
Yeah. There's a reason that this hero started to fall off quite heavily in favor, but maybe, just maybe, there's something that can turn it with maybe like magnetic field or something that makes him attack that much faster or something. Who knows? It does seem a bit difficult though for this hero in the game, as there's ways to get on top of him. They've got a Puck who can just jaunt on top of you, get the coil on you, and then anti-mage can just blink on you in most of the times.
On top, JT coming in the Stampede to try and go for Ramses. Ramses puts the mango, he's got another shield. Kaka's going to be here to help JT out. Nukes off the shield, another one is there, but they'll drag him back. Do they have the damage with the Who Stomp control? They're going to be able to bring him low.
He got phase boots delivered just now. One more hit, he's got the double edge.
Oh, he's juking.
He's running. He's trying. He's got another phase boots. He's popping it.
And they've got him. The vision's there for the fade, but IG will finally be able to get Ramses killed off again. They do, you know, slow him down. They are making sure that Ramses is pressured heavily in this matchup where he's already having a tough time against the Centaur.
Oh, I know. Ramses just sends his courier up there, and JT just kills it. He's standing at the tower. Okay. That was the phase boots on the courier for Ramses, so now he doesn't have his chainmail or his blades of attack.
Yeah, I mean, maybe with the phase he could have confidently gone straight back up into the matchup, but losing those for a minute means another minute where he's going to feel pretty unfavored in that 1v1.
Yeah, definitely eyes on JT to be that big playmaker for IG in this game, as the other heroes are going to have to farm a lot. The Warden in particular, he's going to have to go for that, like, you know, Wraith Band, as we've seen, into the treads, into that Maelstrom. But maybe they can actually make stuff happen with the Centaur as well as that Clinks, because of how good of a start JT has been given. And Fly, even though he has died that one time, he is still doing a good job in the net worth. He is at the top there with the rest of the cores of EG. And he's queued up, he's actually queued up the Desolator this game. So he looks like he wants to be like that pusher and just straight physical damage versus some low armor heroes that there are on the side of EG. As long as there is no ice armor, but there is always going to be that ice armor.
Again, they'll see an opportunity to go in on Ollie, dragging him in with the Sinister Gaze. He has the Brain Sap, heals him up a little bit, but Crit will stay and chase him down with that Scorched Earth. Nightmare does hold Crit back in place, so Ollie can live a little longer. They'll force Fly off to the side. Fly is going to be able to turn, shoot down Abed's couriers. Abed comes in with the rotation. Arteezy finishes off Ollie. Another kill for this anti-mage, as this lane continue to be one where IG just pretty much lose the trades every single time. They're not prepared to fight against these three heroes of EG.
They're bringing more now, though. Emo is starting to join the fray. He wants to try to alleviate this pressure on the outposts as well. They want to try to secure themselves one. 4 heroes down bottom.
Let's see what they can do here. Kaka and Fly opening up onto the Lich. They'll get Fly. It's 2 against 4. EG's got to be careful. Arteezy already backing away. They do bring Fly low. He's trapped up by the Dream Coil. There's not really a way that they can get back in on it, though, EG. So Fly will be allowed to live. They'll look to secure themselves this outpost, as Abed does not want to commit into the 4 of them.